Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back with another part for Hogwarts Legacy, and we do have a few side missions that we're gonna knock out of the way really fast. The first one is talking to Sirona at the Three Broomsticks, and while I was on my way to go talk to
I'll
her,
fix him, that charm grinder.
we actually have another side quest available right next to the Three Broomsticks. So I'm just gonna talk to Alki really quick and see what he needs.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
Stealing a plant?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit, and I can get my business going minus any competition.
Wow, we can say we're not comfortable with this, actually. Since we're Gryffindor, I want to see what happens when we say I'm not comfortable with this. I feel like this is something a Gryffindor wouldn't do. Go stealing from somebody.
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. You'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula.
Okay, so there's, I guess, no way
Remember,
to turn down the
I
quest.
just need that venomous tentacula.
Okay, but let's go
Mr.
inside.
Barnes will only get in trouble going down this path. I need to
And
find
talk to
another way to get
Sirona.
him a venomous tentacula. Revelio.
There's another side quest inside here as well. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one. Oh wait, this is Sirona. No, okay, just kidding. This is where we needed to go next.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
Should we? I'm gonna tell Sirona we're working together.
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Spruttle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Spruttle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Okay.
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please
So-
do give Dot my love.
Let's go ahead and do this quest really quickly for her. I want to check really quick because our character said something about bringing a venomous tentacula back. I found the tentacula, now to make my way back to Miss. Okay, so I guess the option of let's find a different way. You just have to have one, and then you can give him it. And I'm assuming lie and say like, yeah, you snuck in and stole it or something. That would be my guess. I'm going to return to him really quickly and see if that's actually, you know, what happens. Because we have 4 of them, so. Well, that's not sus. He's just going to be listening to our conversation to the guy.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
I'd like to be paid, happy to be rid of it. Let's just say happy to be rid of it because we didn't actually take it. So he'll find out eventually, I think. We're not going to hustle the guy.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
Oh, he gave us money anyway?
Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Oh, he gave us some gloves. Oh, and money. Okay, yeah, we got 300 whatever coin things. Doubloons. Okay, let's go ahead and finish Sorona's quest out now. So we have to go speak to Dorothy in Upper Hogsfield. There's a chest right over here, so we're gonna go grab it. Oh.
Revelio.
That wasn't
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Spruttle?
that wasn't very far away at all. Okay, let's see.
Wonder who lives here.
New instruments are expensive, you know.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
Hmm.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Baldolf and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear.
Okay, I think I accidentally started a new side quest, and I did not mean to, so I'm going to switch back over to Serena's really quick. It's just so easy to get sidetracked.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hold on. Sorry, girl. Let me just take everything in your house
Revelio.
really quick, and then I'll talk to you.
I should investigate.
Ah, here we go. Ooh. We got a new handle for our wand.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Serona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, let's go find the letters and
Bardo of
anything
Beaumont
else?
should have returned by now.
Some magical
Had my
plants.
dark wizards he was.
What's this? Afraid to take it?
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
If it isn't Laura Treadwell, Guardian.
Incendio.
I'll get Master Expelliarmus. I want You try casting. Nothing.
Revelio.
Oh, it's a Wiggenweld potion. Okay, so it won't let me pick it up. Okay, let's head in here.
I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more Horklumps while I'm there. Revelio. Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters. Confringo.
There we go.
Ah, that's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio.
Oh, what the heck?
Confringo.
Oh, you know what this is? This is Devil Snare.
Lumos.
Yep, yep, yep.
Confringo.
Perfect, okay. Now we can head back. That's really cool.
Revelio.
I'm just impressed by everything still. And I know I've been going through this game like really slowly. I still haven't beat it or anything, but I'm enjoying the rate that I'm playing at. That's all I'm saying.
Closer. Revelio.
Okay, hold on. There was like a thing. Maybe not. I thought there was something up there, but I guess not.
Either I'll have to fight
Oh,
that
no.
troll, or avoid it altogether. Confringo.
Oh man.
Confringo. Flipendo. Sendo. Levioso. Also. Flipendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupido. Levioso. Confringo.
Gosh, darn it.
Confringo.
Oh my gosh.
Levioso. Confringo.
Oh my god. Let me out of here, dude. This troll.
Levioso.
I just threw a box at the wall.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Should
shooting
think they felt
spells
that
left
in
and right.
London.
That was ridiculous.
Revelio. Closer. Revelio.
I'm gonna go this way really quick and just gather everything that I can. Oh man, that was my fault. That was my fault. That was my fault. I didn't realize there was devil snare everywhere.
Revelio.
Okay, so we went that way. Let's go. That's where we came from, right? Yeah, that's like where we fell down. So we have, the only way to go is up now.
Revelio. Incendio. Confringo.
There we go. Ah. What are you? I think I came over here.
Revelio.
I think we got, well, actually, yeah, I think we got everything over here. So let's go back up. And continue. Why are there squirrels? Or chipmunks, I don't even know. Oh, these are the letters! Dear Serona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confessed I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me, and pondering sending an owl to my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first year which I had been seems worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mary Bell. P.S. Please tell Miss Sprottle that I plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can for their delightful conversations, and I am unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Okay, so we just learned a little bit about Mary Bell there. So she has two Muggle-born parents who taught her basically everything she knows. And that's crazy. Dear Serona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether, and now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sean.
Revelio.
My dear Serona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Miss Sprottle for their hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovingly respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about the ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe that he was singing? And Miss Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match for a Slytherin this year.
I think that's everything. Serona will be glad to have this back. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
I don't know why, but those letters got me. There's like no one in here.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice.
We just read her letters.
Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I miss cheering for Ravenclaw.
I hope we get Quidditch. I really want to play.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher.
It's so weird
To
that
borrow
we
a
read
phrase
her
from
letters
Mirabelle,
and like
it's
just
a joy to
asking
see anyone
questions.
blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Okay. So we got a shelf, it looks like, from that. There is one more thing that I want to do before moving on to like a main quest line, and that is this one. She wants us to clear out some goblin encampment. So this is the quest we accidentally grabbed when we were doing the one for Sirona. But it should be pretty quick and pretty easy because we just have to fight a few people. And, I mean, that's something we can do in a couple minutes, so. Looks like there's...
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
I didn't touch your helm. Thank you for my... Wizards are running scared.
Ranrock's vision of what was up for a bit of dying, are we?
Nintendo, take that! Nintendo!
What an unfortunate disappointment! That student
Oh my
defeated
God.
our encampment in the... You won't get... That's the student who released... I shall avenge your death. That was pitiful. That was unimpressive.
You'll pay for that! Someone... Such an outcast. I will make you. I won't rest until childish.
Is that all of them? Oh no, there's one more.
Leviosa! Here! Confringo!
Okay. I thought it was all of
Revelio.
them.
One camp down, one more to go.
That wasn't too bad.
Who's that?
Nobody.
Revelio.
Nobody's here.
Afraid to fight? No! I will make you. I won't rest. Let me go! You up! Why don't you come on? I won't rest until you're dead.
All right.
Revelio.
That one went smoother.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played her.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor...
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Okay. We did our duty and helped out.
Sincerely.
I don't know why it was our duty. I mean, we're just a student, but we stepped up to the challenge. Okay. I kind of want to learn Glacius too, so pop balloons over Hogsmeade Station. Let's do that.
Revelio. Brilliant. Revelio.
Oh wow, this is where her quarters are?
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius.
All
Pay
right.
attention to your wand work.
I'm excited for a new spell. Oh, I missed the last one. But we still learned it.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
I think what we're ready for is Sebastian's quest. So we're going to meet him in Feldcroft, and to meet his sister, I believe, is kind of where we're at.
Off on another adventure.
So not too sure about that. Hopefully everything will be
You made
okay.
it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand
So is that why
carriers.
Anne's sick?
Are
She's
goblins
cursed?
forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
You follow, or you lead the way. I'll follow, Sebastian. I'm kind of nervous to meet Anne. I don't
Feldcroft
know
used to be
why.
a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
Oh,
Here
this
we
is
are.
a cute house.
My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Sebastian, I don't want to, like, add to your list of worries or concerns, but your ass is kind of hanging out there. That's a lot to unpack. Yeah, he just really wants to help his sister, and his uncle's kind of rude about it. Like, really rude.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
A letter from Sebastian to his sister. Dear Anne, Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Well, Sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. I hope you're feeling better. Do I want to take stuff from him? Probably shouldn't.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Oh, this is difficult. What do we do?
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Oh, okay, that's a lot sad. That's sad. A lot to unwrap. But the uncle, man, the uncle is not helping anything, like, at all.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew.
He just wants to
doesn't know when
help.
to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
I don't know, man. This is hard. Like, when is too much? Well, like, when does Sebastian cross the line? When do we cross that line with Sebastian? You know, like, right now, I think he's just trying desperately to find a cure for his sister, and he had one of the items, I forgot what it was called, that I mean, they didn't even try, you know, with what he just brought in. It was something you just gather from around the world. So, like, that's not crossing a line. That's just hope, you know? But it's just difficult.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
Sebastian loves his sister so much. Okay.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Everyone's trying to do what they think is right.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
Revelio.
They should not be underestimated.
I don't know if I like where this is going. He's clearly
All the
upset.
debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
I wonder what, like, are we gonna learn what curse it was? Or do they not
How much
know?
longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Glacier!
How nice of you to stop by.
Incendio!
I won't rest until I don't have time for this. Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way. Some of it is sad. Really, it is. You're so very weak. When are you going to give up? I won't rest until... I will make you. Why can't I hit that? You've made your last mistake.
Sure, dude.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with. Over here. You call that spell casting? Well played. I'm a goblin, not a dog. Such one less human to worry about. Better. You could best disappear. I won't rest. Almost. Get accustomed to that. Get away. No! I will. I won't. Little moon calf. Half from thorns. Not quite. Much too slow.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to...
Revelia.
Where'd Sebastian go? I have no idea where Sebastian went. I just heard him talking. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, here he is. Okay.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere. but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Okay, so
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
he hopes to
They have
find
stations for
something
everything.
about why they hurt Anne here, which, I mean, that's not a bad idea at all.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Okay, I wonder if this is another trial location.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are
Revelio.
popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Okay, he wants to look at the house closer itself.
This well looks familiar.
It really does.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Go in the house like he suggested. Yep,
Revelio.
this is the trial location, I think.
Sebastian, over here.
Not a
Do you
trial
think
location,
this was
but...
damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This is, I think, what we saw in one of the, like, memory things.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key.
Yes.
You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness.
Yes.
And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers.
Exactly.
Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago.
He doesn't believe us.
If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Confringo!
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Are you coming, like, down here, or are you just gonna stand there, dude?
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Lumos.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all that they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Here's another. I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who reminded me so much of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Why can't somebody see this? That's so freaky.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
He's like all for it. He's hyped.
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Lumos.
You think the goblins enter Hogwarts this way?
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
What the heck?
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
Revelio. A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
No. Not a piece of it.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything.
I don't believe
Did
him.
I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
What?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it.
Oh, that's
I'll
where
let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch.
You know,
Till then.
we haven't talked to Natty in a while. Like, I feel like Sebastian, we're learning so much about him and not much about the other companions.
Meet me near
Oh,
the
there's
face of
Nat Thai.
Button cover.
That's funny.
After dark.
Revelio.
Oops. Okay, I think we're gonna leave this part here, you guys. It's going on a little bit longer than some of the others, but we got a lot done. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!
When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah.
that baby I got you. No matter the distance, no matter